the clouds go gray. The thunder roars and the earth sings. The season's just beginning. The sunlight it hides as the clouds make way. For the pouring of my blessings, I will not be afraid. I see it now, I understand, I know. So I embrace it, dance. In the rain, it's for my seed to grow. For every prayer and every seed I've sown, the Lord of the harvest knows.
Fiscal policy and tax reform. Without much further ado, it's my honor, it's my pleasure, it's my privilege, on behalf of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, to declare open this retreat.
The reason why you are here, we want to be able to talk, discuss among ourselves with a view to transforming not just the physical landscape of Nigeria, but also the ways of doing business that will be more productive and to set a standard for future generations.
Given the wide range of fiscal policy challenges confronting Nigeria, which the 10th National Assembly must address expeditiously.
In the world of great economic challenges, only nations that are endowed with great thinkers can break through. This equally requires thinking outside the box. Therefore, fiscal policy and tax reforms that guarantee a nation's survival without adding to the economic woes of its citizenry must be central to the nation's policies and governance.
Fiscal policy, tax reforms, and public expenditure management aimed at improving the knowledge of participants and build their technical capacity to generate concrete legislations in these crucial aspects of public administration.
Fiscal policy and tax reforms is extremely timely and very, very appropriate for what we are facing now as a nation.
The infrastructure need of the country cannot be met by public investment. Both our Agenda 2050 and the National Development Plan has anticipated that about 84% of the investment required to meet our infrastructure need should come from the private sector.
The idea of separate arms of government, each independent yet deeply and incontrovertibly reliant on each other to advance the cause of nationhood, is a defining characteristic that, at its best, can create the dynamics that allow for policy, innovation, effective implementation of government programs, and ensure governing accountability.
Nigeria is positioned to make significant strides in economic development. However, to harness this potential, we must address the challenges and opportunities presented by our fiscal policy and tax system.
It is laws, and it is when the economy is pinched on legislation that you truly have economic stability. And that is why, yet again, I commend the leadership for picking this topic, and I think I appeal also to the members to see how important it is your contribution to the success of the administration on the economy.
In the face of overwhelming democratic demand, states must allocate resources efficiently and effectively, and therefore countries must continuously reform the security sector to meet emerging challenges and to have the best value for money.
Elections are the indisputable mechanisms for constituting government and governance, because it is through elections that qualified and participating citizens elect and legitimize leadership in the executive, in the legislative, and in some cases, in some countries, even in the judicial branches of government.
Synchronizing the agenda of the executive and the legislature will be crucial to enhancing national development.
The National Assembly has a very important role to play all the way from the Constitution that defines who needs to pay, how much they need to pay, and who should collect, and what we should use the money for.